Hi everyone, it's Gus from PIR My Life Up, and today I am building a simple yet cool Raspberry Pi motion sensor. This makes use of a PIR sensor, or also known as a passive infrared sensor. I am also adding a cool piezo speaker that will beep whenever motion is detected. For the circuit you will need some breadboard wire, a 100 ohm resistor, a PIR sensor, and a piezo buzzer. The breadboard and the breakout kit are completely optional, however I do find it a lot easier working with these. To put together this circuit, simply do the following. First run a ground pin to the ground rail on the breadboard. Now run the 5V pin to the positive rail on the breadboard. Run the black wire of the piezo buzzer to the ground rail, and then the red wire to pin 7. Run a wire from pin 11 to the breadboard. Place a 100 ohm resistor at the end of the wire. Now just to quickly mention, the PIR sensors have some adjustable screws on them that will allow you to adjust both the time and sensitivity of them. The time will allow you to set a delay before it will go off, about 2 to 4 seconds. The sensitivity is how much movement it will allow before it will go off. Now connect the yellow wire of the PIR sensor to the other end of our resistor, and also run the red wire to the 5V line and the black wire to the ground rail on the breadboard. Now we're all good to get going on the code. Either via SSH or on your Pi, enter the following command in terminal: sudo nano motion_sensor.py. Now if you want to simply copy and paste the script, you can find it over at pirmylifeup.com. I will copy it over now and explain what each part of the code does. Here we import our GPIO and time packages we will need in our script. The GPIO allows us to interact with the pins, and the time allows us to pause our script. Now here I have created two variables to store our pin numbers in. GPIO.setMode allows us to set the numbering we use for our pins. In this example I am referring to the physical numbering of the GPIO pins. Here we set up the piezo buzzer to be an output and also the PIR sensor to be an input. We set up one last variable, and that will contain 0, which means false or off. Now I have also nested our code within a try, except, and a finally block. This is done as we will need to use the keyboard to stop the script, and we need to run GPIO.cleanup to ensure our script cleans up nicely. In our try condition we have an infinite while loop. This means it will never exit because it is always true. You can still cancel the script by pressing Ctrl+C in the terminal. We begin by putting the script to sleep for about 0.1 of a second. After this we get the current state of the sensor, and if it is 1, aka on, then we'll run the code inside the if statement. The code in the if statement sends the piezo button to high, and that should emit a noise. The script will do this for a second, then turn off the buzzer, then wait for another 5 seconds before exiting the if statement, and then checking the Raspberry Pi PIR sensor again. Once you are done, simply exit and save the script by pressing Ctrl+X, then Y. Now run the script by entering the following command: sudo python motion_sensor.py. If you move in front of a Raspberry Pi PIR sensor, then it should turn the piezo buzzer on. If it doesn't, then it is likely you may have hooked up the wires to the wrong pins, or there may be an error in the code. If it is an error in the code, the script will most likely not start up. This tutorial is pretty basic and only the beginning of many applications you can do with the PIR sensor. For example, you can trigger all sorts of things, from something as simple as a counter, such as counting people, cars, things, or anything else that may go past it. Or you can use it to activate a Raspberry Pi camera, or activate a different script, and there's just lots more you can do. That's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed this motion sensor tutorial. If you have any thoughts, feedback, or anything else you'd like to share, drop us a comment below or over at pirmylifeup.com. Until next time, have a good one. Looking for more Pi projects to do? Check out these 21 awesome Pi projects that anyone can do. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest projects, guides and much more.